Hello everyone. Last time we saw what is a client server model. Okay, this time we are going to see how an AI program can be written over a client server model. Okay, there are different kinds of client server model, and one of the thing that we saw is the Service Ultimate, which had all the different kinds of protocols, the 12 layer protocols, the 7 layer modeling, and other things. Okay, the 7 layer modeling already you know what is the thing. Then you have what is called a 5 layer modeling, which was like later it was developed by someone just wanted to get 5 layer modeling. That was enough. Okay, so you have physical data link network, transport, and after that you have directly applications running. But each of these sections of divisions have had separate functions, and each one had different kinds of things which we want to, which they were using. Okay, for physical, it is just to say that the signals are sent from one side to another side. Okay, that's all over the cable, like how the cabling works, how the Wi-Fi works, how the frequency works, how the network LAN access works, and these kind of things. Okay, that is signaling kind of things. Okay, signaling or data bit type. Okay, then we have datagram type, which was the collection of data, which is kind of like frames from one side to another side. And at the next layer, we saw all the datagrams. Datagrams is a kind of useful things, which is collection of frames and then put in proper order and things like that and given. And the transport is supposed to assemble all the things like in a proper order and things. Finding destination is the layer 3, that is the network layer, which does all the things. The most critical thing is the network layer. Okay, this is the basic thing that is used for CNN and DNN and other things. Okay, the network layer is the one which is highly used in artificial intelligence, that you have to know. Okay, how the artificial intelligence thing works above the network layer, how the routing works. These are the kind of things which are very useful. Routing is a thing like already you have switches, like processors and other things. Processors and all, it's a kind of switch only. So the routing layer is the most important layer. Okay, because that has all the network features. Okay, the routing, all the algorithms running on that, like via border security protocol, OSPF, local area network. All these things are all those kind of datagram protocols are switching packets from this side to another side very fast, shortest distance. All these things are all running BGP, UDP, not UDP, BGP, UDP. UDP is a bit higher layer, but network layer is the most critical. If you want to understand AI, then network layer is very critical. So you have to know network layer very thoroughly, the different routing protocols. Because routing protocols, like I told you already, SMTP, POP, and we have other routing for BGP, ISIS, OSPF, spanning tree protocols. Those are all kind of like very useful algorithms. Okay, those are the algorithms. Okay, those algorithms are used to create what is called a network mesh kind of thing. Okay, network mesh over which the artificial intelligence layer program sits. Okay, first thing, CNN. I told you already, CNN. Okay, CNN is the central network system. Okay, that is called the network related things. Okay, now they are running algorithms over that. Okay, algorithms. How do you store an algorithm? Like say you have a network and you want to find the shortest path between 2 points within the network. Okay, then you just send the packet on one side and send it forward in all the directions, and then finally see on the other end which packet is received first. Okay, so this is called spanning tree, or it is sent to all the directions and you reach in one direction, one get, and you find timestamp all these things, timestamp all the data, and then you finally find out the shortest distance, and then you use that. Okay, there might be other shortest distance, 2 or more shortest distance, so you have to block some of the things and then find out which is the shortest distance and how fast it is coming and all those things. So this is a kind of little bit intelligence over the network. Okay, this is a basic intelligence level. Okay, that is a kind of thing. Okay, so that is, this is called network intelligence. Okay, this is called routing. All these things are network intelligence. You can layer the network. That is one thing. Okay, you can layer one layer of network, and then you have another fast layer of network, then another kind of slow layer of network, and things like that. So these are all like IOs. IOs is like I told you already. Your skin, when you touch, immediately the sense goes to the brain. Okay, through the nerves. Okay, some are delayed because say for, if you touch the end of a feet, it takes a little bit of while to go to the brain, but and get your response back. And some of them are like fast response. Sometimes they don't even go to the full level of going to the brain. They are processed within the spinal cord and things like that. Within the spinal cord, they are immediately given to them. Those are short response and things like that. Okay, this is a basic thing, like a human body, how it works. Same kind of principle is being used. Okay, those are called routing protocols. I told you already. Routing protocols, when they use it as a cluster, high amount of cluster, it is what is called CNN. Okay, central network system. Most of the robots, as you see already, the LISA network, all these things, your voice commands, processing, all these things work on that CNN, because that is the basic thing, the routing protocol. That is why you should know all these clients or programs, how they work, because those are all basic things for using the network. But once you come to AI level, then you will be using most of the tough protocols, and you will be using logic. Logic is one thing, something like an yes or no. Something like question like, will it rain today? You can say either yes, it will rain today, and you can say no, it won't rain today. That's all. That rain today, will it rain today for question can be decomposed into yes and no, and then after that, will it rain today because it is cloudy? Why? The reason is because it is cloudy. Then you have, then it might rain today. Yeah, you can say yes. If it is cloudy, then you can, it's going to rain. If it is not cloudy, it's not going to rain. So that's kind of things. Okay, so that if it is going to rain, that is represented as a logical thing. Okay, like and OR gates. The gates are all used. Okay, AND gate, OR gate, NOR gate. Gates are not nothing but kind of switches, so you don't have to worry much about that. But I told you about the routing protocols. These are the critical things in case of routing and other things, because they form the CNN hub or the major network layering, okay, of the thing. I told you already about what was the basic things. One was deep learning, another one was what was the other one, over which comes AI. So within AI, you have deep learning, then rote learning, then data with you including data. So you use the data access kind of method. So that data is used partially, and then you have machine learning. Machine learning is what is the kind of thing which is kind of how the things are structured and things like that. So machine learning. Okay, so when you have the nerves and other things, these are called some like something to do with the machine. Okay, the nerves, the how you move your legs, arms, things like that for your response, and how you take the input. IO basically is your network. Okay, your what is it called, machine learning kind of structures. Okay, work on that. And deep learning is kind of analysis kind of work, which is CNN and DNN will work over that. So basically, if you take a robo, the highest important robo works on what is called logical sequencing. Logical sequencing might be sometimes it might be correct, sometimes it might be wrong, but sometimes most of the time it might be right because it is logically derived. Okay, logically derived. So these are stored in the database as yes and no answers kind of thing. Like, can you open the door? Yes. If you open the door, can I reach the interior of of the room and things like that. Can you open the room door? Then it means that there are two logical conclusions that are being stored. That is stored in the form of yes and no, and it is just yes and no, which is basically logic. So it is stored in the logical format, and these are the strings which are used heavily. Okay, this is the kind of string which forms a complex kind of system. Okay, now cloud is just this word cloud means a database kind of thing. Okay, it is kind of like more like kind of like fact. kind of thing. Okay, and ray is another fact. These are all something like nouns. Okay, then after that you use verbs, then you have constructs and things like that. Okay, like that. Okay, the first program which was using network and doing all the construction work and using logic, and it was reporting all the things, and it was mostly on the natural language. Okay, the natural language development was the first AI program that was written. Okay, you should know that AI was developed by this and that and all. Okay, natural language was the most critical thing in developing. Most of the robots have this natural language thing, which was very useful. Then they came out with the second layer of modeling called the pattern recognition model, which was using the CNN. Okay, the network. I told you already the server and the client network, and how it runs over different kinds of protocols. I told you. On network, the data link layer is the network layer is the most critical in routing algorithms, routing which data packet has to go where and what is the, so that is like an yes and a no. Okay, that is the basic concept of server client modeling. We told you already how to build an AI over that. Okay, so these are the protocols, like network layer protocols are taken, and you make a map of the network layer protocol like a simulation kind of emulation, an emulation kind of environment, and you cluster your networks for your own purpose, or something like a database and other things. Database and all are used to report something. So when you take Lisa or the voice commands that you give, when you say Google get me this, get me that, or all these things are natural language processing. And even the robots that you have, like what is the name of the robot? I forgot. She's the most intelligent robot available developed by some of the guys. So they had just basically two things. One was pattern recognition, which was clustered and made into a logical sequencing and logical clusters. Okay, they are called logical clusters. Like what is logical cluster? What is logical cluster? You say that, okay, logical cluster is a group of things which are like a relational database. Okay, that is called logical cluster. That is almost like that, but they are stored in yes and no format, not like data format. Okay, basically it is not stored as a data format. Data format is a little bit, but they are stored in the kind of cluster format, and which represents some kind of data. Okay, data is represented data, but it is stored in some kind of network. Okay, it's called fuzzy logic and controller. The logics are stored as a fuzzy kind of network. Okay, that is called a fuzzy logic. And algorithms also are stored in a kind of fuzzy map like an yes and no, yes and no, yes and no, and those yes and no's are relating to something like like when you ask a question like, will you train natural language processing, is going to do all the things for you. Okay, and then it will give you the answers for whether it's going to rain. So cloud is an yes, then rain is a water is an yes, and sunshine is less, sunshine is a less. So all this logic, the three logic comes out. Temperature is very low, another one. So 5 logics have come in. That conditions immediately it will say it will rain. So the final answer is rain. So those things like it is water and cloudy and things like that, those are all stored as a kind of logic sequences. Okay, so first it will be there, and then you can access all those things, and then immediately you get the answer. Natural language processing is similarly like that. That is why these robots are able to answer very fastly. Whatever you question you ask, it will immediately give the answer. And whatever type of questions, whether it is literature question, this question, that question, it will easily answer because it is learning all those algorithms. Okay, even an expert in English, or like a Westerner, or British guy, or some kind of American guy, and all those things, they pick up the accents very fast. Okay, these kind of robots pick up the accents very fast, and they're able to give out the answer very fast. Okay, and they can have they can learn the gestures, the mood swings, everything. Just 2 things, pattern recognition things, another one. So through the other one was literature, the kind of natural language. These 2 things were just used. So robots are extremely intelligent nowadays with these 2. Okay, because of that they can even play games. Okay, if you go on a checkerboard and you ask a robot to play checkerboard, it will play because it is able to learn the things very fast. Because basic things, if you teach them like, okay, what are the moves and things like that, immediately it knows through pattern recognition and through voice they combine those two, and then immediately they come out with logical storage. And once they have the logical storage, those sequences are stored completely, and they are like just like human brain. You know, they have human brain, almost like a human brain, except that there are two basic features which are very good at. One is eyes, that is pattern recognition logic. Another one is they have voice logic. Voice logic, not voice kind of thing, but voice plus natural language. Okay, these three things are the basic things which they use, and they are in fact more intelligent than some of the people of the humans. Okay, those kind of things that come in. Okay, they are able to think also, and they can write stories, they can write novels, they can write literature, modern literature, old literature, and things like that, and they can even recite poems and other things. And some of them were, they were sent to different things. They have some kind of visa also nowadays, and now it is very crucial that we know all the things. The most of the things was like I told you already, the network layer kind of thing. Okay, so the network layer kind of thing was which was used. Okay, now we say LAN drive. We are going to see a LAN drive client server model. Now we go to install LAN drive, Samba server, and client server model. Okay, so this is a LAN drive. So if you want to install a disk drive in your system, which is used over the network, okay, then you can have a LAN drive. So you have one cell phone, another cell phone. Then you run that server on your cell phone. Okay, this client server on one cell phone, and you connect to the other cell phone using some data link method. You connect to the other server like Wi-Fi connect or Bluetooth to connect, and then you can run this LAN drive. Once you run the LAN drive, then it becomes a LAN for you. So you can have a client server kind of model on that. Okay, so that is called a LAN drive. Okay, so try to understand all these things. Once we have, now I'm going to open it, and then I'm trying to install all the things. Okay, now this is called a LAN drive. Okay, application updated. Okay, so now this is what change log. Okay, LAN drive. Okay, now this is the kind of thing. Okay, SMB server, SMB client, and browse. Okay, SMB client and a server. Now server is something, it is written here. Okay, IP we don't know. SMB TCP is 444. NetBIOS UDP. Okay, so I told you already, NetBIOS UDP and other things are all used. Okay, direct. We don't need all these things. Then we have browse. Okay, this is called the LAN drive. Okay, now it is able to allow. Okay, this is like, okay, LAN drive. Okay, now internal storage. Okay, now we are seeing all the things. Okay, this has become a LAN drive. Okay, now backups NG. Okay, now we go into, okay, now we have all these things, LAN drive. So this is server. Okay, now this is the server. Okay, you can give your server IP address and other things like Xiaomi YAL IP address and things like that. Now we can include users, and you can allow which users can share all this network, those kind of things. Okay, this is kind of thing which is right there. Okay, now what is the thing? There are two people who are sharing the things right now. SMB client is, I am not connected. Okay, now if you want, it says you have to buy all these things, so you don't have to need all these things, but we are just checking how these things work, so we don't have to know all these things. Okay, now we have setting user interface, dark theme, English, device name, work group, allow public IPS, SMB, or LAN manager. SMB is like LAN management protocol. So TCP UDP runs on TCP UDP and other things. Okay, your TCP UDP is the network layer. It's above network layer. Okay, so you don't have to know. Client server only works above network layer. Your AI programs works on the above network layer, which is almost like a TCP kind of thing. Okay, all the natural language processing, all the things are called networking, and other things are coming over that. Okay, so now you know how to write a visa program and other things, or using network layer. Network layer is very critical, and you can use the network layer to do so much of things, even CNN, DNN, all this voice processing and other things are used over that only. Okay, for now this is enough. So you understood what was the LAN drive, how to install a LAN drive and other things. then how an AI drive can be written, and where the CNN network is used. Okay, basically I told you all the different ISIS, OSPF, and let's see what is there inside ISIS. Okay, uh, IS, IS, OSPF. Okay, okay. Oh, search. So these are the ISIS and OSPF, CNN routing and switching. Okay, so this is the more CNN routing and run. So this is the one which are ISIS. So these are the CNN commands. Okay, these are the routing commands which are used. Okay, they are sequenced to get a particular kind of network, and then with the network, those are called the CNN. Those are logically networkally connected, and you can use the network to use your to do your AI. Okay, AI works on this particular only this thing. I told you already. AI works only on this routing and switching. Okay, CNN routing and switching is the network, CNN network of a CNN network of a router, for which the logical things are stored in a particular format. Unless the network format it is stored, and the networks are connected fast, and like you get the database very fast, and you get the response, and you can run voice processing over kind of CNN, and you have the natural language also. Natural language can run on routing and switching. So know that. Okay, natural language cannot run on routing, switching, and all like that. If the network is really very useful and very good, then you can do natural language processing and CNN routing. Okay, routing and all. Okay, so CCNP. These are the networking protocols you have to know. CCNP, CCNA, lab routing, CCNA, QNA. What are this thing? These are all examples which we don't want. Okay, we want CCNA, QNA, packet tracker, mobile, CCNP route. Okay, this is the thing. Maybe this is the one, CCNP. These are the routing protocols. These are the things which we have to use. Okay, but we don't have any of the things AI which is written over this CCNA. Right now we don't have any AI programs. Not much. There are PNP and the FCNM are being used by the most useful robots on the earth right now. But the future will be even more intelligent things might come in. But it's already learning. Some of the things it has done for Hindi and other things and other things. Those kind of robots are already done. Like factory robots are a little bit dumb, to a lower level. But humanoid robots, those kind of things already use these routing protocols, and they are really intelligent. In the sense, like they know natural language processing, voice processing. They have visual processing, or what do you call that? Pattern recognition and lab recognition, learning all the structures and other things. Those are all done over this network, or the routing and switching. So this is the basic thing which you have to know. Okay, routing and switching. Okay, that's all for today. We know how to develop an AI program or CCNA routing and switching. How we have to use it as a CCNA network. I told you, for deep learning algorithms all work on routing and switching. Okay, deep learning. Okay, now machine learning works mostly on a bit lower level of routing and switching. Okay, a little bit lower on routing and switching. Okay, that is mostly for how mechanics works and other things. Okay, it might be routing and switching. That is the layer which is the mechanical things work. So that is machine language. Machine language works on mostly on the TCP layer kind of thing, and deep learning works on routing and switching protocols. Mostly deep learning works on routing and switching. They have the CNN, DNN, all the things, network connect and all these things. Okay, natural language processing and how they are linked and other things. Okay, so we saw. So that is all for today. So we saw how it can be layered, how it can be done, and what are the robots that are using all these things, and how in the future you have all the things coming out. Okay, that's all for today.